Hello, my name is Mardisha Brooks, and today I'm going to be performing a functional gait assessment on my patient. The functional gait assessment is a test to assess postural stability during walking, and it includes motor tasks while walking. It was developed as a modification of the Dynamic Gait Index, and it includes 7 of the original tasks featured on the Dynamic Gait Index. It assesses balance, and it has vestibular as well as non-vestibular components, and it gives the therapist a good idea of the patient's functional abilities. It could be useful in several populations, including patients with Parkinson's disease, neurological patients, patients with spinal cord injury, CVA, and vestibular disorders, as well as older adults. This test may be used over other tests when trying to detect changes in disease process over the course of their treatment in patients with stroke or Parkinson's disease, for example. It is highly recommended for patients in Parkinson's disease. This test is not indicated for chronic stroke patients. MS Edge could not recommend this test across settings for patients with MS. The functional gait assessment has a better predictive validity for identifying Parkinson's disease fallers when scored off their meds versus on their meds. It also has a better ability to predict fallers than the tug or the pull test.
Mardisha Brooks, I'm going to be her student therapist today. Here with my patient China, we're going to be performing a functional gait assessment. So, China, first what I want you to do is I want you to walk from here to that last marker. I want you to walk at your normal speed. Try to be as balanced as possible. You ready to get started? Yep. Alright. Here you go. For this next task, I want you to still walk down to that last marker, but after these 5 steps, I'm going to tell you to, I want you to start out walking at your normal speed. Then after 5 steps, I want you to walk as fast as you can, and then walk as slow as you can. But I'm going to key you. Okay. Are you ready to get started? Let's back up a little bit. Alright, you can go ahead. Fast. Very slow. Good job. Alright. So next I'm going to have you walk in and do some head turns. So once you get started, after 3 steps, I want you to turn your head to the right. And 3 more steps, turn to the left. 3 more steps, turn to the right. 3 more steps and turn to the left again. Alright. You can get started once you're ready. 2, right. Left. Right. Left. Good job. So the next thing we're going to have you do is that same thing, but now we're going to be moving your head up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Same thing after 3 steps. All right. So you ready to start? Mm-hmm. All right. 2, 3, up, down, 3, up, down. Good job. So the next task that we're going to do is walking with a pivot stop. And so for this task, I want you to walk, and when I give you the cue, I want you to turn around in the opposite direction and stop. So it's going to look like walking around, turn as quickly as you can, and stop. All right. You ready? Yep. All right, let's go. Turn. The next test, I want you to walk and step over this obstacle. I want you to step over it, not around it. All right. There you go. Yep. Good job. All right. So for this next task, I want you to walk heel to toe. I want you to first cross your arms across your chest. And then I want you to take 10 steps walking from heel to toe, just like this. All right, ready? Mm-hmm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so for the next task, I want you to walk with your eyes closed. So we're going to be walking from this line to that line, but you're not going to be able to tell. So I'll tell you when to start and stop.
Okay.
So just close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, start. All right, so for this next task, you're going to be walking backwards. You're going to still walk from the starting position to the last marker down there. Then you can go ahead and turn around backwards for me. All right. And so I'm going to guard my patient holding the gate belt in front of them. All right, so. So for this next task, we're going to be going up the stairs. So what I want you to do is walk up these stairs as you normally would at home. You can use the handrail if necessary. When you get to the top, I want you to turn around and come back down. Ready?
Yep.
I'm going to be guarding this patient from the back using the gate belt. Alright, good job.
The FGA consists of 10 items. Each item is scored from 0 to 3, 0 being severe impairment, 1 being moderate impairment, 2 is mild impairment, and 3 is normal ambulation. In community dwelling adults, scores of less than or equal to 22 out of 30 on the FGA indicated a fall risk, and scores of less than or equal to 20 out of 30 on the FGA were effective in predicting a fall in the next 6 months. In patients with Parkinson's disease, scores of less than or equal to 18 out of 30 indicates a fall risk for these patients. Thank you.